Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Ravens coming in at 3-5, going up against the Browns, who come in at 7-2.
Yeah, baby. Number one in the division.
Straight ahead, so it's time
Stay
to
down.
turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see
oh my God, I'm going to be feeling this today.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, come in on a nice run of recent 4 wins out of 5. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Ooh, we got a primetime game on Thursday.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnage, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Shreds the tackle, and he powers his way up past the 30. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Griffin. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman.
There we go, baby.
14 yards there and a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now Griffin on first down. This one complete to Coleman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? This is complete to Hawkins. And down inside the 15 he goes. Red zone opportunity. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
C.J. Mosley's your prototypical Alabama linebacker. They'll come downhill and smack you, but they understand the game so well.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
On 3rd down, Griffin. It's caught by Coleman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So here on 4th down, the Browns turn to Travis Coons in the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go.
This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, what a move. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Well, I already hurt somebody.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Oh, man. Seahawks are playing the Patriots on Sunday Night Football this season? Woo!
First carry for Justin
Oh,
Forsett.
God, no.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So I had an opportunity to bring back,
produces a new set of downs.
I think it's Ishmael. I don't know. Yeah, they're strong safety, but he was only 71 overall, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to leave.
How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run, combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, Forsett. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Forsett that time. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now Griffin on 2nd down. Pryor has it complete.
Good job.
Get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Griffin. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 3-0 is our score. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away.
Man, look at this win.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game
this
close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Yeah, baby.
A double team and it's intercepted. Picked off by Raheem Moore, who gets a small bit of revenge here against Joe Flacco.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They come out here in the eye. On second down, Johnson. Oh, nice move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Cuts back right. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Terrell Pryor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This was 1 and 7.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. They used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
Oh.
What they're hoping is that last mistake.
He's going to go. Justin Forsett.
They just cost him a touchdown. Block in the back.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Yeah. Right when he... Oh, my God.
On the carry, it's Taliaferro. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it'll give the Ravens a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And no retirement here. The first catch for Steve Smith. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Back now, as I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Well, thank you. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
What just happened?
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Good.
Flacco. The kidder here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
I cannot believe that BS just happened on that fair catch, man.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now it's Flacco. And Watson has it right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Once more, it's Flacco. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They go pass again with Flacco. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. And again, it's Flacco to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man who won a ring with the Ravens, Paul Kruger, coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal.
And this is caught. Touchdown,
wow.
Baltimore.
What a pass.
Kamar Aiken, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. Penalty marker is down here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. This is complete to Hawkins. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. Well, that came a little abruptly here. So working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a hit.
Oh, get it. Got it, baby.
Guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Who just blasted?
So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that could be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
They come up in an offset eye. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Yeah, literally.
The intended target was Corey Coleman, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Play fake to Johnson. Now here's Griffin. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. On that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
The Browns
if it was like the old
chains on 4th
maybe.
Down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great. With the offense, they can't be despondent.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I see you. I got
First
you.
play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Flacco here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there.
I saw that on
these
all the
defenses.
posts.
They've had good coverage throughout this.
No, I just
no doubt about
talked
it. And in
because
today's
Phil
NFL,
watches
where
these.
we're used to a bit more scoring.
I'm not really actually
This
talking
feels
anyway.
almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build.
I know, it's a little weird.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Only needed a yard, instead went backwards. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And here's the Ravens defense as they head back out there now. And an important stop in a tight game there last time.
Always important to stop them. We know that. But as you noted, in a tight game, so much more critical to get it done, and that's exactly what they did.
And they'll be trying to do that once more here. We'll see who wins the battle. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And after a nice game, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted.
Good play, guys.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Pryor has it complete. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On first down, Griffin steps away to his left. Stays on his feet. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Griffin. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now Johnson, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
Again.
3rd and long. It's Griffin. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
So Kuhn's able to knock that one through, and maybe no surprise, seeing as though he set an NFL record last year for most consecutive field goals made to start a career, 18.
And unfortunately for Browns fans, try number 19 was blocked by the Ravens and returned for a touchdown to hand Cleveland a brutal Monday night defeat last November.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here we go.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. We get a glance at Duke Johnson as he heads back out onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you're doing across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case,
he was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down. When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they're going to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. That is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Gary Barnidge, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Go, baby.
And the Ravens taking the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10. Flacco once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Rashad Perryman is just gifted athletically, and I know we got a scare back in, what was it, June? We thought maybe a second knee injury, might miss a second year, but he came back, and he came back strong.
He played with his dad, didn't you?
Yeah, I played against his dad in college, and he turned out to be a heck of an NFL player. But Rashad, he's got a chance to really be special.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 11 on the game there, and it's good enough for a Baltimore 1st down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Steve Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he was able to... And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Griffin going to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose.
Wow.
It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Defense taking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now it's Griffin eluding the pressure right. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
That might be the best punt in history.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Offside. Defense.
And with the big gain, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll come up with split backs in the backfield. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
No, it was moving. As soon as they reset.
He's back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
They'll look to throw. Finding time. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kamar Aiken with time running out, and the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Griffin. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now RG3. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. One receiver left, 3 to the right. One last shot for RG3. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
I know. It's last play of the game.
So now it comes down to Travis Coons. 2 for 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right.
Wow.
3 chains. Ow. Caught up in my, put your head on backwards, then skate off after engaging laughter about what just happened.